Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. First Chair Friday rolled into Loveland this morning for closing weekend slush laps. We had just one question for skiers and riders. Scale 1 to 10. How would you rate this season? Almost everyone told us
10.
11.
Then there was Steve from Longmont. But he's got the decades to back up his lackluster rating.
5 out of 10. I've had here 8s or almost 9s, but not this year. Well, I've skied 70 years.
So, Steve, was it the snow?
Totally. Not people or anything else, just lack of.
For Sam, a perfect 10 had nothing to do with the snow and everything to do with timing.
Hit a good couple days up in Steamboat, hit Taos right after a storm. Was out at Snowbird as it was snowing, then a handful of other good days here in Summit and Loveland.
And your season on a 10 with the Neverland Bank Slalom tomorrow. The event is sold out, but open to spectators. Chairlifts will be shutting down for the summer on Sunday. You could hear the wind in almost every interview, and it was cranking out there today. 41 miles per hour at Loveland, 47 at A Basin, 54 miles per hour at Peak 6 and Breck. Those are the nastiest winds in the high country today, according to the CAIC. Forecast calls for a windy weekend, gusts over 30 miles per hour tomorrow and Sunday. Moments ago, state lawmakers passed a new bill cracking down on fentanyl. Possession of 1 gram is now a felony. Opponents of the bill said it will be sending more addicts to jail. Lawmakers hope to balance this out with money for jail-based rehab, overdose prevention, and fentanyl testing kits. Recently testifying for the bill was Summit Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons.
It is now the #1 killer in our country for adults 18 to 45 years old. The #1 killer.
Joining Fitzsimons on the Krystal Morning Show today was Public Health Director Amy Wineland with staggering statistics about local fentanyl deaths.
Last year here in Summit County, we had 6 overdoses, and 5 of those involved fentanyl. So far this year, we've had 4 overdoses, and 3 of those have involved fentanyl.
Most recently, in early April, a tourist died after using cocaine laced with fentanyl.
Meth, cocaine, marijuana, heroin, they're lacing everything with fentanyl.
Authorities say for every death, there are dozens of close calls when first responders prevent overdose with Narcan.
Every population, every demographic impacted by this epidemic. It's not just druggies on the street. A lot of people have stigma that it's a certain population, and that is not what we're seeing.
Narcan is free and available to anyone through the Summit Sheriff's Office. Social media is overflowing with tributes to Daniel Alonzo Chavez. The 2018 graduate of Snowy Peaks High School died unexpectedly last weekend. On GoFundMe, April writes, "Daniel was a dedicated young soul taken too soon. His passing has been devastating for our community." Writes Cheryl, "You will be missed. Your smile, laughter, and good nature." Nearly 100 people have donated more than $9,000 to the Chavez family through GoFundMe. In sports, the Rockies open a series with the Diamondbacks tonight at 7:40. And in local sports, brought to you by Red Mountain Autos at their new location in Breckenridge. Tigers Track and Field is in Rifle for the Western Slope League meet today. Tomorrow is day 2 of the league meet. Soccer plays Palisade at home. Baseball heads to Eagle Valley for a doubleheader. Boys lacrosse plays Aspen away. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.